so of course we are going to come to my category first, Rachel, Katie and Lacy, and we're going to give you your overall comments. So we'll start with Katie's performance. Louise, what did you think?
Katie, I feel like you really came into yourself this week. I think this type of song is where I kind of see you as an artist. It came across as like really quite emotional, like your voice had like little breaks and stuff, and I really felt the emotion when you were singing it. And I like the fact that you really stared down the lens and connected to us. Like, you really brought us into your performance and made us really invest in it. So well done to that. And I absolutely think that was your best vocal to date for me. I really, really loved it this week. So keep going the way you're going, and a big well done.
Kelly?
Yeah, for me, I think I would have maybe taken the verses up just a little bit, because it sounded almost as if it was uncomfortable for you to reach like the lower parts, because it was almost as if you were talking. But it didn't take away from from what you did with it. I just think that that's possibly what I would have done. I think you are most comfortable when you're belting. That's when you seem to sort of like really relax into the song. And I love the fact that your belt is really, really thick, really, really strong, and then you had that lovely contrast then with the oohs. It was just a really, really beautiful performance. I think you should be really, really proud of yourself. Lovely for that.
Yeah, Katie, I mean, the last few weeks, I think we've started to see you kind of get back into the form of what we expect. Obviously, there is still a long way to go, as we know, but I think coming into this season has been so important for you to find yourself more of the artist you are, instead of just coming out and belting everything, as we know you can do. So I definitely think you're in the right lane now. It was quite interesting to see you take on this song, because it was something you never heard of, but I think you've done it justice, and you should be really, really, really proud of yourself, all right? So next we'll have little Lacy. So Louise, what do you think of Lacy's performance?
Lacy, first off, I think you probably had the most challenging song given to you this week. And you're the youngest in the competition, and you had the most to do this week. So I've got to take my hat off to you, because I think you did a brilliant job. Well done for learning the other language. I was expecting you to just translate it into English or sing the same verse twice or whatever, but you actually sang the other language, so well done for that. If I was going to give you a little bit of advice, it would be really try and strengthen your lower range. Now, you can do loads of things to help with that, but scales, descending, going down and up, and just adding an extra note in every day, that'll help strengthen that lower range. So really work on that. But also, as you get older, when you reach about 18, 19, your voice will break anyway. And that's when those lower notes will really become nice and rich and clear. So I'd love to hear you sing this song in a couple of years' time when that has happened, because I think you'll absolutely smash it. And that last note was absolutely beautiful, spot on. So well done, baby. You should be proud of yourself.
Kelly?
Yeah, I love the fact that at 10 years of age, you're willing to just take on anything that's thrown at you. And this was just such a massive challenge for anybody to sing, let alone somebody at your age. The lower notes were a little bit out of your reach at the moment, I think. But like Louise said, as you grow, your voice will mature, and I have no doubt that eventually you'll be able to hit them effortlessly, and the lower part of your range will just come together nicely. And like, you're another one who seems to be really, really comfortable on that belt, and you just let it go, and it's so controlled and it's so beautiful. And like Louise said, that last note was just, I was like, is she a robot? When is she going to stop? When is she going to breathe? You just have this ability to just keep going and going and going. And it was just absolutely incredible performance, given the song that you did and what you did with it. Well done.
Yeah, Lacy, again, like, I could see that this song, you know, still needed a little bit of work when we tried it in the rehearsal. But, you know, you're determined, you're passionate about just trying anything and going full force. And that's why I love working with you so much, because you're so young and you're just like, yeah, I'll try whatever I've got to try, you know. And I got to point out too, because the effort I saw in how you dressed this week and that was incredible, you know, like to be at home and putting all of that effort into how you look, how you come across on the camera, and of course the vocals. It's just fantastic. Again, I want to pick up on the last note of the song, like that range really comes out and it really shows us, like, my God, this girl's got some lungs on her, you know. So well done for that. You really, really took on the challenge, and you done really well with this, so well done. Next we're going to go on to Rachel. So Louise, what do you think of Rachel's performance?
Rachel, I think this song really suited you. It just sat really perfectly in your voice. It was a very emotional performance, and you kind of were almost kind of internal, but at the same time connecting to us. I can't really describe it, but it was really beautifully done the way you did the video. Part of me wishes that you kind of did more in terms of build, like not necessarily did more with changing it and changing the melody and stuff, because it was all really lovely, but I wish it had more of a build, and that could mean, you know, dynamic, so like just kind of building it in terms of getting a little bit, giving it a bit more as it went through the song. That's the only thing really that I missed in it. I just felt like it was samey all the way through. I would have liked a bit more of a build, but like I say, it suited you down to the ground, and it was a really lovely vocal, so well done.
Kelly?
Yeah, I think this song really showed off the amount of variety in your voice, and you managed to show off a lot of things that you could do in such like a short amount of time, because the song was quite short. It was quite a short song, but you managed to sort of fill it with, like, you know, you had the falsetto, you explored your lower register, which I don't think we've seen before, and I think you even added like a couple of riffs in there as well, which we haven't heard from you. So all in all, I thought it was a lovely, beautiful performance. I thought it was really controlled. I thought it was definitely a step up from last week by far, and I think this is the style of song that maybe you should look into, you know, and because just allow yourself to sort of like explore maybe people who are similar, because your voice really sits well with this genre and this kind of vibe.
Yeah, I mean, Rachel, to be honest with you, I wasn't sure which way this song would go, but after watching the video back, I actually do think this is definitely the most suited vocally I've heard you on anything, especially this season. So for me, it was my favourite I've seen of you, just because you seemed really controlled, you seemed calm, you showed us what you could do with your voice, but it wasn't overly done. You just kept it simple with the song, and I really enjoyed how you came across on the camera and everything. So you should be really proud of yourself, because I know you was really anxious about doing this, because you're not used to people giving you a song and you having to learn it and stuff, but I definitely think it paid off for you, so well done to you.